Hello, everybody. Hello. The camera is not straight. Okay, let's see again. Yes. Hello. Hello. We're back, babes. We're back. We're back. This is the I'm Doing This Okay podcast. I am Angel. It is currently September 26th at 12:19 a.m. I have my two beverages here and we're so back, baby. We're so back. We're so back. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Thank you to everybody who has supported me in my break. And I think a lot of people, for some reason, I took a break from the pod, obviously. As you'll know, I took a break from the pod and I had so many people. By so many, I mean like three. Okay, but I had like three people over the break. I don't even think that they knew that I was taking a break, but they were like, I am so, I don't know if proud is the word. They're like, I love that you're doing the little podcast thing. Um, I'll be listening. Keep up the good work. Which I think they probably most likely have only seen the clips, but they were still like, love your podcast, love you down, girl. And then I had to be like, well, I am taking a little break. And the last person that said it to me, the last person that complimented me, I was just like, oh, thank you so much. And just pretended like I was still doing it. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely get you on an episode. So now I'm back. But that's not the only reason why I'm back, okay? Listen, guys, we don't have to get into it. We really don't have to get into it. But I was so uninspired, like incredibly uninspired in like writing comedy and also like doing this little podcast thingy. And I felt like every single thing that I was saying did not matter. Did not matter. And that didn't feel good. So I literally did film an episode. I filmed an episode, but again, I scrapped it because I hate myself. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm more inspired now, but I think I am done faking that I am still okay. Because there was a moment there. There was a period where I was feeling a little bad. And I was like, but I'm still a boss babe. I still run things. Like I can still do everything in the world and I'm amazing, which is true. But I don't think I was giving myself the grace to like chill out. And I needed that. I did need that. So I've been taking like a little bit of a step back. I've been napping so much. I ate my dinner in bed today. Never do that. But that's what I needed. That was self care. Eating dinner in bed. Okay, yes, the crumbs can join me tonight because nobody else is. There's no man in the bed. So let my dino chicken nugget crumbs rock me to sleep. Okay? I just think that might be best for me. But yeah, I can talk a little bit about inspiration and all that stuff later in the podcast episode, maybe. But I don't want to start this off by talking too negatively because we're so back, baby. We're so back. It is midnight. I was about to say midnight on a school night. Like I still go to school. Midnight on a work night. Actually, damn. It's 12:22. So I won't be done filming this until 1:30. That's fun. But I'm here, guys, and I have ideas. I have ideas that will come to fruition eventually. But right now we're just gonna have a little fun. Okay. We're gonna have a little fun. I have a few updates first. Okay, because I started the story a while ago. I think like literally like 4 episodes back about my Dash and Lily moment. Okay, and I'm gonna give full context and I'm gonna tell the whole story basically again. So if you already heard the story, skip ahead like 2 minutes. I don't know. But I need to give an update on my Dash and Lily moment, okay? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically I was talking about how I went camping a few months ago and I met this guy at the camp, but he was very much like off the grid, like one of those weirdo guys who's like, I don't have social media. I don't like giving away my number. I had to cut off all my friends because they did something wrong to me. Very ominous. One of those guys. Okay. So yeah, I met this guy and I was telling him about my comedy because I performed at the talent show or whatever. And then he's like, I'm gonna come to your comedy show. He literally like put it in his calendar. Okay. And I didn't expect him to actually come because, like, bro doesn't even have a phone. He does have a phone, but like, not, he's not using it as normal people use their phone. So I'm like, he's not gonna come to my comedy show. But lo and behold, he shows up. But the gag is he shows up like 2 hours late, and so he misses my whole performance. Okay. But I'm like, okay, I'm sorry you missed my performance, but if you still want to see me, if you want to hang, if you're down to hang, I'm going to this other bar after this. Okay. Again, I'm only talking to him word of mouth. We don't have any social media connections. Okay. So then he meets us at the second bar, our bar, and then he hangs out for a little bit. And then he's like, it's too smoky in here. It's too hot in here. I'm literally sweating my ass off. But he doesn't say that because he's like a very holistic guy. What would be the holistic synonym for sweating my ass off? Let's think. Let's think. Would it be like, I don't know, my chakras are being unaligned? I feel like there's something with vegetables there. My broth is boiling. Hmm. Okay, drop it in the comments. I don't know. It's too late for me to think of a good riff right now. I don't know. Whatever. Guys, I'm just getting back into this. Give me give me a break, okay? Give me a break, okay? I'm trying my best. But whatever. Okay, he's like, he's sweating his ass off. His broth is boiling. Sure. I feel like there's something better there. Mm, I don't know. His toes are squeaking in his chacos. Okay. See, I should have stopped this before I moved too far. And I feel like people don't even know what chacos are, okay? They're like a sports sandal. All right. Okay. Could you tell I went to camps growing up? I know too many things about white culture. All right. So, anyways, he's like, he leaves our bar. And I'm like, okay, but before you go, you still haven't seen me do comedy. And that was your whole goal of this, to see me do comedy. All right. And I was like, good thing is, I have a show tomorrow that I am hosting. So I will be there the whole time, 8 to 10 p.m. at Rocky Mountain Pizza every second and fourth Wednesday if you want to pop out. This week was a mess. We have, oh, there's so many tangents going on, but we have this table, this kickball team of probably like 12 kickballers who come sometimes occasionally, and kickball is back in season, and they were so rowdy this week. And I have had the longest week of my life. As I said, I'm fighting for my life every single day, and I literally did not even want to go to the mic. Like, I wore my pajamas to the open mic that I was hosting because I did not feel like it, and I did not feel like hosting, and I didn't feel like doing anything. I did not want to be there. Did not at all. But I had to because also I'm broke and I still needed to get paid. Um so I went, but it was like, damn, I was fighting so hard with them. Fighting so hard with them just to get to them to listen. But when they're listening, they're fun. They're vibe. But when they're not listening, like, as soon as somebody unfunny goes on stage, it takes so much to corral them back, okay? But yeah, kickball season has started. So I think I'm gonna have to deal with that until kickball season is over. Can somebody let me know when kickball season is over? Because I just might quit. I just might pull my hair out because that it was about to be my last straw, my breaking point. But then I had a fun night after that. I did two other open mics that were pretty productive. Okay, guys. See, the thing is, there's been too much on my mind, and I haven't talked to anybody for real, guys. I haven't talked to my people. Okay, we're gonna get back to the Dash and Lily story. I promise. Put a pin in it. Okay, we're getting back to it. But I think also the reason that I'm like uninspired and like this like funk or whatever is I haven't talked to my people, like my homies, my main ones, my twin M's. They all been busy recently. I haven't talked to them like a month, and I haven't been able to like release. Okay. So last time I filmed and I scrapped the episode, I was like, nobody really cares about my life in the pod. Like, y'all like want to hear the fun stuff. And I was just like talking about my life, like with the like how I would talk with the besties. And I'm like, oh, this needs to be saved for the group chat. This can't go on the air. Okay. But anyways, I need to talk to my main ones. I miss them. I miss them. And okay, we're getting real, and then we'll go back to the story. I think it's okay to text people that you miss them. And I know that might seem cringe, but literally it's this one comedian that she was in Athens and we were cool and we were friends. And then she recently moved to Austin, Texas. And I'll be honest, I was a pretty bad friend and I haven't talked to her in months. She's like DM'd me on Instagram occasionally, like replied to my stories, and I've done the same. But I haven't like actually talked to her. But I was in my funk and I was just thinking about people who are important in my life. And I was like, I should text this girl. So out of the blue, I texted her. So sorry for not keeping up. So sorry for not keeping track of you or whatever. But I'm proud of you. And I hope you're doing well in Austin. And you know what? I think we need to do that more often. Like being reconnected with people from our past. Like usually people are pretty receptive to it. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now remember that pin that we put in that story? Let's go back to it. All right. So we're at our bar. Me and Camp Boy. We're at our bar. He's finna leave because he's sweating his ass off. His ass off. His ass off. His broth is boiling. Okay. So he's finna leave. I'm like, okay, but you can catch me at Mozzarella Mike tomorrow. Again, there's no way that I'm connected to this man except by word of mouth type shit because he doesn't have a phone for him. So I tell him this, and then lo and behold, I feel like that's the second time I've said that in this episode. I don't use lo and behold, but today I am. Okay, I'm going too fast because I'm literally tripping up on my words. But I have so much to say. No, it's okay. We're working through it. I was about to go on another tangent, but I'll finish this story and then I'll go on the tangent. Okay. So, yes. So he goes. Next day comes. Mozzarella Mike is happening. I'm hosting Mozzarella Mike, and he again, once again, is late. Black people. We do that, don't we? We're kind of known for it. Okay. He was late. That sucks. So he's late, but it's still like I'm hosting, so I'm doing my little quips in between comedians and stuff like that. Okay, and then he like stays for like an hour and a half in the show, and then he leaves. And I'm like, he's leaving, but there's no way I can stay connected to this guy because he hasn't given me his phone number. There's no way that I'm like I can talk to this man. We've only been following each other because I'm telling him like location, date, time. Okay. So he leaves, and then a few minutes later, I see that he comes back in. I'm like, okay, maybe he's coming back in to ask me like, what's next? Where's the next step? Okay. Um, but he's like lingering for a little bit. I'm like, maybe he asked the bartender, but I'm still like hosting my show, so I can't like just like, hey, come here, let me get your number. I can't do that because I'm the one in charge. I'm on stage, in and out on stage, as a baddie does. So I can't be like, come here. So then he leaves permanence. I'm like, okay, maybe he talks to the bartender and asks them like, when's the next show? All right. So I was hoping that we would have like a Dash and Lily moment, which is this book that I read in middle school, the only summer reading book that I ever read ever. Okay, you're gonna have to watch the old episodes. There's only like 3 because I apparently am bad at filming. Okay, no, there's like 10, I think. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm like, okay, how am I gonna connect to this guy? Maybe he asked the bartender. Never seen him since, and it's been months, and I don't really care that much. But it is kind of crazy that he went through all that effort to see me through 3 different stops, 3 different locations, and he didn't even like stay connected to me after that. Also, I realized I did not wear my watch, so I don't even know if I'm still filming. Wouldn't that suck if I wasn't filming right now? That would suck so bad. Should I check? I'm gonna be checking literally like every 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to edit this. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking even though I'm not in camera because I just need to see. Okay. So I'm talking. Okay, so the tangent that I was gonna go on, the 15th tangent that I was gonna go on during that story, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Mozzarella mic and how horrible. Oh, okay. Then I was gonna talk about the mics that I did tonight. Was I? I don't know. Okay, but that's fine. That is absolutely fine because I'll remember it at some point. Maybe. Probably. Also, my hair is done. Yup. And the video that I scrapped was when I just had did my hair, and it looked so good. My makeup was done, full beat, hair done, face done. Period. Okay. But then I deleted the episode, so sorry. Sorry. You can't see me. You can't see me being hot. Hot shit. Okay. Nah, you can see me every other day. I went out on Friday dressing to the tens, dressing down because I had a goal. I had a goal of getting a smooch. I did not because I'm bad at talking to people in a romantic sense. And I posted an Instagram video about this if you care to watch it. It's up there. But yeah, I looked really good though. I looked so good. It was wasted. Wasted. No, it wasn't wasted. I seen a lot of people. Like I got around town. Like I think we went to like four different bars that night. Um, so people saw me in my little short skirt, my little mini skirt. I wish I could be as confident as the girls who wear mini skirts with their ass out. I guess it's because I have minimal ass. Maybe that's the thing. But I have enough where it's like a scoop of booty, you know? Like it's like a sample size of booty. But I just can't imagine having it hanging out in the public view. I don't know, maybe one day though. Maybe one day I'll taunt my scuba booty around town, okay? Maybe. Okay, I do actually have a theme for this episode, guys. I have a theme because I want to. How about that? Okay. But I decided to do truth or dare. And this won't honestly be much dares because I'm sitting by myself in my house and it is really honestly depressing to do dares when nobody can witness you doing those dares. You know, that's the point of a dare is for people to see it. So I won't be doing that many dares, but I am going to start this by talking about some dare stories that I've had because I love a good dare. I do love a good dare. Um, Me and my friends, we started this thing where when we go to like bars, we like participate in dares because I don't know, it's fun to get a dare off or two. So we've been doing dares. So I'll tell a few stories about that. I don't think I have to preface a story by saying that I'm telling a story. Okay, but I'm getting back into it. Fine. Okay, so this one story. I was in Savannah. The location is not important. I'm just doxing myself, bro. Okay, but anyways, I was out. I'm not gonna edit that. That's fine. I was out in at a bar, and this guy he dared me. He was like, we saw somebody on in the club with like a tucked in shirt, belt on, looking like they were gonna go to like I don't know a frat meetup or whatever. And so my friend had dared me to like untuck his shirt. And so of course I go over there and do it like in a playful, cute, flirty way. Like I'm dancing up to him and I untuck his shirt and then we like laugh it off and then like I dance away. Okay. So that's easy dare. Easy dare. And then I was dared to do it for $100. Never received that $100. So like what the hell? What the what the what the helly? You know? No, but it's fine. I didn't think I was actually gonna get $100. But yeah, so I was there to do that. I did it. Okay, and then the night goes on. We're still doing dares back and forth. But then as we're leaving, my friend who had dared me to do it, he is like wasted at this point. And we see the same guy who I untucked his shirt. And so then for some reason, my friend, as we're leaving the club, like sees that his shirt is tucked back in. And so now my friend like goes over to him and pulls out his shirt again from being untucked. I'm like, okay, now when I did it, it was cute, flirty, a girl coming up to you untucking your shirt. Ooh, what else does she want to take off, you know? But when you do it, bro, you're harassing. Now we're bullying a stranger. Like, we can't be doing that. We can't. We can't. We started somebody's villain origin story. I wasn't part of it though. But I was because I was standing right by him because we were leaving together, you know? That's not good though. I think I really created the next villain. So I'm so sorry for contributing to like, I don't know, male loneliness epidemic or like the insult epidemic. That night, I think it was a bad run for me. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault though. It wasn't my fault. Okay, but I did feel very bad. I felt pretty bad. Okay. Um and I think these stories are fun, but then like you listen to other people's stories of like crazy drunk night out and it's like, oh yeah, Tanner jumped off the roof into a pool. And I'm just talking about untucking somebody's shirt. But it's we were I think it's fun, guys. I don't know what to say. I think it's fun. Okay, but anyways, I recently went out with some friends and I did a dare. They dared me to take a selfie with a stranger. So I went through the bar and I found a stranger and I took a selfie with him, okay? Easy peasy. Quick money. You know, it's so easy to get a selfie with a stranger. As a pretty girl, you know, I can do whatever I want. Okay. I need to stop using that line as a pretty girl, but it's so true. So I go over, I take this selfie with this man, and then I go back to my group, whatever, fine. But literally the next day, I went out again to a different bar, different time, different night. Okay, and I see the same guy that I took a selfie with. Okay, I see the same guy that I took a selfie with. I'm just like, whoa, crazy coincidence. Now we have to take a selfie again. We do, because now we're besties. Like, what do you mean? I see you 2 nights in a row. The first night I was there to take a selfie with a random stranger. And now the second night I happen upon this random stranger once again at a different bar, at a different club. Whatever. That's the same thing. Whatever. Whatever. You get what that's crazy coincidence. That's crazy coincidence. So I take a selfie with him again and then he like asked me like my name or whatever and I'm like, okay. Like we cool and I get what you're trying to do, but we cool, but we not cool like that. You know, like back up off me. You know what I'm saying? Like back off me, okay? But it's fine. So then I go about my night, whatever. But then I'm doing like the 1 a.m. show at Smith's, which is a comedy show. RIP, it's now dead. But they have at Smith's Old Bar. I'm doing this comedy show. And so we need people to come into the audience. And so then I go back into the bar and I find my friend, my boy that I took the selfie with. I'm like, hey, we got this comedy show. Will you come watch it? And he's like, I don't really want to watch the comedy show. And I'm like, wait, we're boys though. Like we're besties. And he's like, no, I don't really want to watch the comedy show. I want to just hang with my friends. But I'd love to have your number. Huh? Like, how are you gonna reject me coming to my comedy show and then ask for my number? Disgusting. I hate men. Like, maybe if you sat in the audience and like laughed at my jokes, maybe you get my number. But nah, you're a loser and you don't know how to riz up a lady. Like, come see something that I'm interested, maybe, and then I'll give you my number. I won't. I didn't, but I could have considered it. Like, if you considered coming to my comedy show. So bye to that man, I guess. And I guess that might be my second Dash and Lily moment. And it isn't even low key like Dash and Lily because I wasn't like come to see me at this place at this time. But isn't it crazy that he low key followed me? Low key. Nah, he was there with friends. But crazy coincidence. Like it's crazy how big Atlanta is, but like how small it is. Like when you think about it. So those are my two dare stories. Okay, and so now we're gonna hop in some truth or dares. Um, okay, I'll be honest. I didn't like I didn't like look at these questions before before starting this. I just googled truth or dare questions because I didn't want to think of any of my own. But I just googled truth or dare questions. Why is the first truth or dare question on this? If anyone in the room could be your slave, who would it be? And what would you make her do? Crazy. Wild. Okay, I'm the only one in the room and I'm already my own slave because I do everything for myself. But that's crazy. I, why is that the first question on this list? Who made this? Kit Kat 1515 on Quizlet. Like what the hell? Okay, I need to stop saying that too. But okay, like that's crazy. Kit Kat 1515. Huh? Okay. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, the next question on this list is if you were a boy for a day, who would it be? It can be famous or someone you know. Hmm. If I was a boy for a day, I would kill myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. No, if I was a boy for a day, low key, like I wouldn't want to be a boy for a day, but if I was a boy for a day, like maybe I would be Trump and then resign. Okay, that's too political. I'm sorry. Should I switch to a different one? I don't know. Okay, this question is what would you do to let someone you like know that you like him? I love how all these are gendered. Like the first one was like, if you could have a slave, what would you make your slave? What would you make her do? Like you just assume that my slave is a woman, and then this one is like, what would you do to let your crush know that you like him? Okay, I'll be honest, guys. I'll be real honest. If I like anybody, I will straight up tell you. No. I always say these things that contradict themselves because I am thinking, okay, if I really like you, I will ask you. I will be like, are we flirting? What's happening? Like, is this are we vibing or what is this? Like, I literally like the last man that I've had relations with, I literally had to ask him like, are we flirting? Because I need to know for real. Because if we were flirting, I'd like to know, and then we can move it from there. And yeah, I think I'm really pretty blunt. Um, when it comes to a lot of things, I guess I do beat around the bush sometimes when it comes to relationship stuff with strangers. But if you're a friend that I fall for, I'm pretty like cut and dry. Like you will know if I like you because the friends to lovers thing is too wishy washy. So I pretty much do ask like, so you want to smash or no, no, not like that, but something like that. Okay. These are all about people in the room. Guys, do you not know that I'm alone by myself right now? It says if you had to spend 50 years with someone in this room, who would it be? Don't remind me that I don't have friends right now. Oh, here's a dare. Dare. Don't talk for 10 minutes. If you do, there will be consequences that the group will decide. Wouldn't it be funny if just like 10 minutes of silence on this podcast? Like if I actually followed the dare. Okay, here's another dare, which I don't know if I'm gonna do, but I'll say it. Lick your armpit. If you can't reach your armpit, lick the bottom of your foot. I've been outside. I just got home. So I'm not going to lick the bottom of my foot because I was just at church bar and that seems disgusting. Even though I was wearing shoes, I still, no. My armpit, I mean, I'm wearing a shirt. I can reach it though. Is that something? Is that content that the masses like? Is that fun? Oh, I should check if I'm still recording. But is that something that y'all desire to see me do? Lick my armpit? Is that a kink for some of y'all? Maybe. I might switch over to a different tab. Oh, this one dare says talk for 3 minutes and don't stop. Babes, I can do that all day. I can do that all day. You don't even know. You don't even know how good I am at that. Um, okay, here is something. What is one thing you regret doing the most? Hmm. I once outed somebody in middle school. I do regret that. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. In middle school, I had a lot of problems socially. If you can't tell, I'm talking to myself um for an hour straight. If you can't tell, I had problems in middle school. Look at me now. I'm talking to myself for an hour to a camera, okay? Like I'm so good at socialization. It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy, okay? Um but that is something I regret. I do regret outing her. 'Cause that's not nice. I'm moving way too much. I'm sorry, guys. But I also regret in middle school, this is another social thing that I did horribly. I had an older sister. Oh, I have an older sister. Still continue to have an older sister. She's not dead yet. But I had an older sister, and she told me like her transition from middle school to high school. She told me like once you get in high school, you're gonna lose all your friends because then your friends join different friend groups, and then it's like no longer the same anymore. So she told me this. She gave me this warning, and I think like the evidence of having like an avoidant or anxious attachment style started way back then for me because my sister told me when you get in high school, everything's going to change. Your friends might leave you. And I was like, bet. So my friends might leave me when I go to high school. So how about I just cut them all off now in middle school? So I don't even like I like literally have blocked this out of my mind because it was that low key traumatic. But I think I basically told all my friends like I don't want to be friends with you because when we get to high school, we're not going to be friends anymore. Right, right, right. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like, I don't know. But I had said that, cut off all my friends, went to high school, and ended up in classes with these same people still. But then I couldn't be like, couldn't backtrack and be like, hey guys, remember when I said we wouldn't be friends anymore? Well, could you be my friend again? And so then all my friends that I had were just friends without me because like I had cut them off because I'm the weird one. So that's something about me. That's a deep dark secret that I honestly haven't shared with anybody. So you're welcome. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Still don't know what's wrong with me. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. This one says, "Who was your first crush?" I think also, guys, I don't know how to say this. My first crush, okay, the first crush I remember, I was in like kindergarten, first grade with this guy named Noah. Um, and we were besties. We were always cool, like we were friends. But then I would always get like pressure from older people being like, y'all aren't just friends. You and Noah are in love. You were in love. You were in love. And people would always like pick at me and like say this. And so I was like, maybe I am in love with him. Which just goes into like people like forcing like heteronormity on children. Cause I don't think I actually had a crush on him. I think I just felt like I needed to have a crush on him because everybody told me I did. Like we were like kindergarten, first grade, second grade. We all elementary school together basically. So people kept telling me like I had to have a crush on him because we were besties. And so then I felt like I did have to. So I did. Which I don't know if that was genuine or not. The first crush that I actually remember though is in third grade. This boy, I think his name is Antonio. and he really liked wrestling. So then I pretended to like wrestling because I wanted him to like me. And that's romance for you. And that's why I'm like, guys are like so like anti liking girl stuff. They're like, I can't even like Taylor Swift. Like, you listen to Taylor Swift, whatever. Like, if you are a true lover, you will pretend to like whatever your lover likes. Like, I was out there pretending to like wrestling for this little third grade boy. And y'all can't even pretend like one of the greatest stars on earth. That's crazy. This one, next one says, do the Cotton Eye Joe for 1 minute continuously. And I do love the Cotton Eye Joe. If the Cotton Eye Joe came on right now, I would do it. But I'm so comfortable and I won't. But I just read this one specifically because the way that they spelled Cotton Eye Joe, first off, it's Cotton Eye Joe. COTTONEYEED. No, that's not how you spell eyed. Y'all know how to spell Cotton Eye Joe. Okay, but the way that it's spelled on this thing, I don't know who made this. Oh yeah, Katie 1515. It says, okay, CONTIN. Really? CON-TIN. Contin IEYE Joe. Like, close enough. I know what you're talking about, but did it like somebody illiterate made this? Somebody did make this. Okay. This one says, did you pee in a pool, ocean, lake, pond, river this summer? And I will say definitively, I have not. Not this summer. But I'm going to change this truth question to be like, how often do y'all pee in the shower? Because I really think that says a lot about your personality. Okay. I don't. I don't. Period. Usually, you piss before and then you get in the shower. Okay. And like on some rare occasions, you may forget to piss before. And I'll be honest, the only reason that I'm thinking about this question now is because just this week I forgot to potty before I got in the shower. And so then I didn't have to do a shower pee this week. But I can't remember the last time I did that. So let me know in the comments if you piss in the shower or not. Because I need to take a survey of who pisses in the shower and also how often, because I think that says quite a lot about who you are. Okay, is this fun? Are we having fun? I'm gonna switch over to a different tab. Ew. This one says, what's the longest amount of time you've gone without taking a shower? And I'll be honest, probably like 2 days. My friend recently admitted to me that they're the type of person who takes showers every other day. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging if that is you, if that is your ministry, fine, go off, queen. Go crazy, king. But their reason for taking a shower every other day kind of made sense because they go out quite a bit, like almost every night. Like, they stay out at the club till 6 a.m. the next morning type shit. So then they stay out till like 6 a.m. and then they have to go to work. And then they go out to the club again. So I like, and I don't want to defend dirtiness. I'm not defending dirtiness. But if you're going out every night, I don't see the reason why you should get clean just to get dirty again. And maybe that's why people don't like taking showers every day. I take a shower every day. Every day, sometimes twice a day, because I work outside. Basically, I work in a greenhouse, so I need to. I just can't be dirty. Okay, now we're on the other tab. But I'm not defending dirtiness, guys. I'm not. Cause y'all wash your ass. Like, please. That's gross. That's gross. We don't need. I was about to be so disgusting. I can't destroy my digital footprint like that. Not yet. But okay, I'll say it. Nobody clip this. We don't need crusty underwear. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, next. Wash your ass. Okay, this one says, if you could be invisible for a day, what's the first thing you would do? Probably like rob a bank. I've been so broke, guys. Maybe that's also why I'm like in my funk. Because I'm trying to like pay off my credit card debt and it's not working. And so I've been very broke. Okay. But if I was actually invisible for a day, what's the first thing I would do? I don't think I care enough to be in like what's fun about that? I don't know, maybe scare some people. Scare my ops. Maybe just go like eavesdrop on people. I don't know. I don't know. What's the biggest secret you've kept from your parents? The biggest secret I kept from my parents, I'm keeping from everybody. I don't know why I read that one because I don't want to say it right now. So, how about that? This is my podcast. What's the most embarrassing music you listen to? I listen to a wide range of everything. I think maybe the most embarrassing thing that I listen to is like hyperpop, like 100 gex. Mm, I'll also be honest, I do listen to some rappers that are questionable on if they're actually black, but they do say nigga. But if the song bops, no, I'm just kidding. No, but like I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I'll say it. I'm scared to look into if they're black or not because if they aren't black and they're saying nigga, I don't want to stop listening to their music. And I know that's a crazy statement to say about from somebody who's like so pro black. But that's like finding out like your favorite artist is like a murderer or something. Like, just don't tell me. Oh, have y'all seen the stuff with like David? You know what I'm talking about? D4BD. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look into it. It's this artist named David. And he might have allegedly, probably groomed a child, murdered her, dismembered her, put her in the back of his Tesla, then got his Tesla like towed or something. And everybody's just now finding out about all this because he got his Tesla towed. And he was still continuing to tour and like do these shows while people were like piecing together that he murdered this girl. So prayers up for Celeste and her family because that's crazy, and I hope her family gets justice because that's wild. Well, this was nice, a nice one. This is fun. What's the thing you love most about yourself? Hmm, this is deep. Most about myself? I think I love most about myself, my family and my support system. That's not really about myself though. It's just how I was raised, I guess. I don't know. What do I love the most about myself? I want to say like confidence, but I don't even know if I have confidence anymore. Maybe audacity. Love my audacity. Okay. Oh, this is such an easy question, guys. If you only ever had to watch rom-coms or only watch scary movies for the rest of your life, which would you choose and why? And everybody who knows me knows that I am a rom-com girly down. Like it was no option. Like I hate scary movies. Like, well, this question is made for me. I don't like scary movies. Why would I pay to be in pain? That's why I don't eat spicy food. That's why I don't watch scary movies. Because why would I pay to be scared and have a miserable experience? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that. This is what is the weirdest place you've gone to the bathroom? I usually go normal places. Is that okay to say? I'm pretty clean about bladder things. I really don't like piss stuff. Unless you count like pissing on somebody's face. No, that's a joke. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I need to say it like immediately after that I'm joking because I don't need anybody to clip anything out of context. Like I'm stepping on my own jokes because I don't need y'all to like cancel me or whatever. I don't know. But that's I don't P in weird places. Okay, this dare says, "What is your search history?" And this is my work computer, and I use my phone to film, so I honestly can't really see what I have searched. So I guess I'll just read my search history on my laptop, my work laptop, which won't be as fun. But that's what we have today. And I'd be using my work laptop for anything because they gave it to me. So maybe one day I'll do my search history on my phone, screenshot it before or something, and email it to myself. I need to get a camera. Anyways, my search history on my laptop is Truth or Dare Quizlet, Truth or Dare questions. And then I Googled my company that I work for because I was looking for the phone number. Then I Googled Dynamic El Dorado because I was looking for the address of Dynamic, which is a comedy club. Googled some containers that my job was purchasing. Riveting stuff, guys. Riveting stuff. Then I Googled if I delete a message on Google Chat, will they know? Good one. I'm trying to figure that out. And then tablespoon to ounces. Is this fun? Is this a good dare? See, this is why we can't do dares over online virtually. It's just, it doesn't sit right. Oh, but I do have a dare. Um, we'll do dare what's in my bag video. Oh, this is gonna be really difficult because I need to like hold the mic. But then we'll do a little what's in my bag, and then let me see how long I've been filming. So like, let me get my bag. I'm gonna keep talking because I don't want to cut anything. Is this fun, guys? Is this a good comeback episode? Can y'all tell me? Be honest. Be honest. If you're not honest with me, that's fine. Um, but I need this. So honestly, like if you have anything negative to say, don't say it because I might cry. I might. Okay, what's in my bag challenge? What's in my bag challenge? Let me get back comfy. Okay, this is not my typical bag because I had to switch to a backpack because I don't know, I need a backpack, whatever. But this is the bag that I have. It is a Reebok backpack that I got from Walmart on sale for like $10. So let's go in the big flap. If you ever care, I love having everything in my bag, even my small little bag. I have everything. Like last time I went to a party, I was handing out so much stuff. I gave a boy a makeup wipe because he like covered his face in like face paint. I had a Sharpie so that we can draw on our balloon animals. Like I have everything in my bag. Hand sanitizer, so much stuff. Okay, but we'll get into it. First thing I'm pulling out is a receipt, which I didn't even know this was in here. A receipt for Cascade skating. Guys, they charged me $20 for my 4-year-old niece to go skating on a random Sunday at noon. Crazy. I can't believe it. That was like months ago. That too. That's from August. I don't know why I have that receipt. But yeah. Then I have my journal. I just write everything in here, whatever I want in here. I have a book, the book I'm currently reading, The Librarianist. If you care, it's about a retired librarian um, who is bored. His life sucks. And he finds himself like volunteering at a like retirement home, or like a home for crazy people. And I started it, and honestly, I need to keep reading it because it was just heating up, and I stopped. I've been doom scrolling so much. I stopped doom scrolling for like a while. Like I think like I haven't done it since like I don't know. I don't want to say I haven't doom scrolled since August, but I try to like stop doing that. I try to like spend my time in other ways. But since I've been in my slump, I have been doom scrolling and it's not good for me. Then I have my joke book, which I haven't been writing it. Honestly, this is the book that I first bought when I started comedy. I wish I would have dated when I first started writing in here. But it has all my jokes since the beginning, and I need to start going back to start. It's 1 a.m. Don't judge me for how I'm saying words. I need to go back to writing in a notebook my jokes rather than just like typing them on my phone because I think it is something powerful about physically writing stuff, and I think it also helps with memorization. But that's that on that. I was supposed to talk about inspiration. I don't think I'll get into that in this episode because this has been fun without it. Let's not go back to being uninspired. Okay, let's talk about what's in my bag. Okay, what's in my bag challenge? Um, pens, sharpies, and etc. All the above in there. Then I have two chargers. One for the new iPhone, one for the old iPhone. Because I love being the friend that has a charger all the time. Then I have a moist towelette. I don't know when that got in there. My wallet, um, with all my things and no money, but it is my wallet. I do have my wallet. Um, Granola bar, crushed up, Nature Valley peanut butter granola bar. It's so crumpled. It's been at the bottom of my bag forever. I have a wig band. If you know, you know. Don't want my lace lifting, even though it does quite often. And if you can see my lace, that's your problem. I tried my best. Oh, then I have a pair of lashes down in the bottom, balled up. That's fun. Gonna need those later. Lotion. Can't be ashy out in these streets. And then I have a pocket knife, utility knife. That's in the main pocket. And there's really no organization right now because again I was switching out bags, so everything is just like dumped in here. Then I have a hand sanitizer, moisturizing hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works, scented starfruit sangria, so good. Then I have a regular hand sanitizer that is originally from Bath and Body Works, but then I filled it up with like CVS hand sanitizer when I ran out because reduce, reuse, recycle. I have four lip glosses. Need those, mostly browns and pinks. AirPods, eyeliner. And let's get in this pocket. It's so hard to do this one handed. My eyeliner of choice, if you care, is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Wear it all the time. That's good one. I like the ones that are like a pen. Then I have Blistex and a lighter, even though I don't smoke, because I like being useful to the people who do smoke. So I carry around a lighter. I I carry around a lighter even though I don't smoke because yes, I like being useful to people who don't smoke. But it's so crazy because half the time, bro, oh, I was like, I don't even know how to light a lighter, if I'm being honest. But I did it that time, so easy. But I be struggling. So anytime somebody needs a lighter, I just hand it to them because I can't do it. I be using like the long lighters to light candles in my house. I don't use one of those, but because I don't smoke, so I don't need to use a small lighter. Okay, and now back to the truths. Was that fun? Was that a good dare? Y'all tell me. Have you ever ghosted somebody? Yes. What excuse have you used before to get out of plans? Literally anything. These aren't fun anymore. Should I go back to the girl, Katie? She had fun ones. Um Most embarrassing thing you ever did on a date. Talk about my dad too much. I think I've said that before in this episode, but I still think about it. It still haunts me to this day. I don't know why I was talking about him so much. Where I lost my place in this form. Hold up. I think I saw one that I wanted to answer. Um Hold up, I lost my place. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not cutting this. I'm so sorry though. I'm sorry, but I can't. Um I think it was something that said I don't know where it's at. But who's a celebrity that I look like? I don't know if I look like any celebrity, but somebody once told me that I look like the little girl from the Polar Express. So that's fun, a fun little roast. What's an instant deal breaker in a potential love interest? I've been back on the Hinge, guys, and it's not fun. So I'm trying to think of something that turns me off on Hinge. And there's a lot of things that turn me off on Hinge that I press no to. But an instant deal breaker on Hinge is different than an instant deal breaker in real life. Instant deal breaker in real life, probably if they had no friends or family. Instant deal breaker on Hinge. Now the list goes on and on and on, and I can make a whole episode about Hinge because it's pissing me off, guys. And I still have it downloaded, but it's pissing me off. Okay. I thought it wasn't true. I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe y'all when y'all said that men didn't ask questions, but they don't. They don't. I've been looking at my Hinge chats. I'm like, why am I the only one carrying this conversation? Deep breaths, guys. It's bad. It's multiple guys too. It's multiple guys, and they don't know how to ask you a question. It's like, am I chopped liver? Ask me a question. Ask me a question. It's crazy. I don't know. So that's deal breaker on Hinge. Don't ask me a question. Next deal breaker on Hinge. If they have anything about God in their profile on Hinge, I'm kind of like, okay, you didn't really have to put that in there. Like you're on Hinge to get bitches. Why is the Lord on your profile? The Christians won't like that sentence. But I don't like it. Who are you? Um. Okay, that's enough for that question. Let's see. What's my favorite part of my body? I really love my smile. My smile. Sometimes it's gummy though, but I love my smile. I do, and I think a lot of people like my smile. So, yeah, that's my favorite thing about me. Uh, have you ever gone skinny dipping? No, I haven't gone skinny dipping. I haven't gone skinny dipping, but I really want to. So let me know if y'all want to get into that. I guess it's moving into winter now, but next summer we're getting big on skinny dipping. Okay, we're getting big on skinny dipping. This is, do you sleep with any stuffed animals? Yes, many. Like three at least. I like being cozy. I like cuddling with my stuffies. Not with people though. I'm too sweaty to cuddle with people. Hope. Um, my biggest insecurity. Mm. My biggest insecurity is not being experienced enough when it comes to like how do I say this nicely? I don't know how to say it nicely. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how to say it nicely. Not being experienced enough in sex. And I think that's a lot of people's insecurities. Um, but I think even more so for me because I do comedy and I do give off an exaggerated version of myself that's like sexy, confident, like I be doing tricks on it, you know? Like that's what I give on stage in the way that I tell some jokes. But then when people get with me actually, I have to be like, whoa now. Hey Nelly. Whoa Nelly. Can we talk about this, you know? Can you ask me before you do the next thing that you're about to do? Because I am not that experienced in love and all that and sex and whatever. And yeah, okay. Next question. Um, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done to get a crush's attention? Okay, this is not a crush, but I remember one time I was being like a water girl for like a football team randomly one time. Randomly one day I was a water girl for a football team and like it was me and a few other girls. And the football team were giving the other girls more attention than me because I was a little nerdy, a little awkward. And so the other girls were getting more attention, and I kind of didn't like that. And I wish that they had given me more attention because I'm jealous or whatever. So I was passing out waters, and then I saw that like a hot guy was behind me. And so I don't remember who I was talking to, but like I had like faked laughed and like fake laughed really hard and like backed up into this guy purposely so that he would like catch me. Cringe. I can't believe it. Ah, I can't believe I'm admitting that. Oh, okay. I've told too much and maybe truth or dare wasn't a good idea. I'm giving away all my secrets. I'm giving away all my secrets. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, this was a good one. This is a good one for me because I'm just feeling it right now. What's a gross smell that you actually enjoy? I have been putting like heating patches on me because icy hot on me because I've been in pain. In addition to feeling like crap doodle. I've also been in back pains. That's fun. So I've been putting icy hot on myself. And I love the smell of icy hot, like menthol. I love it. And I know it smells like old people, but I love it so bad. I love it so bad. I love it so bad. If you were handed $1,000 right now, what would you spend it on? Rent. Okay, I need to stop being real. We're supposed to be funny. If I was handed $1,000, I think yeah, I don't have a funny answer. No, I don't have a funny answer. Yeah, I don't really need a lot. I'm good. I did just make my birthday list of things I want for my birthday. I wish I could read it to y'all, but it's also on my phone. But my birthday list was literally things like I need pots and pans and good knives. And I would like some boot inserts so that my knee-high boots stay up. Like that's the type of stuff that I'm putting on my birthday list. So if I had $1,000, I would probably buy those things. Name your go-to karaoke song. Y'all know I love karaoke. Oh, I love this question. Okay, there's like 100,000 questions on here. Name your go-to karaoke song. I was at first singing Valerie by Amy Winehouse. But classic. Good. But now I've been switching to Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. And that's a forgotten bop. Okay. I think we need to do more like 2000 songs. And I think I might switch it up next time. And I kind of want to do like Disney, but I don't want to be like a Disney adult, but like I want to be like High School Musical, like bet on it. That's a vibe. Loki, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. I want to do like, yeah, something like that. Have you ever regifted a present? What is it? I regift stuff all the time. I'll be honest. This past Christmas, I had a Christmas party and I passed out presents at random to people who like won games as we were going through this party. And I those were all regifted things because if I am not going to use something, I don't see the point of me keeping it in my possession. Like I'm a maximalist, of course, because like I have all these pictures and stuff on my wall, but I'm a minimalist in the things that I have in my house. Like I like art. Art is a value to me. But I don't need all these like doohickeys and boobops, you know? That just reminded me I have a joke about doohickeys, and this is why I need to write stuff down because I don't remember what it is. Gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys and whatsits. I remember saying that, but I don't remember what it's related to. So now I have to search my home phone for that tag or whatever. I think it's talking about vibrators. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do a few more, and then we'll get into my other segments. What's the weirdest thing you do when you're alone? A bit that I have with myself. I feel like I've said this before on this podcast, maybe. Anytime I get hurt, even if I'm by myself, especially when I'm by myself, I don't do this with other people. When I'm by myself and I get hurt and like stub my toe or something like that, I'll very dramatically and loudly be like, "Youch!" You know, I love that. Ooh, this one's kind of dark. Well, it's not dark, but what's the scariest dream you've ever had? It's dark because the scariest dream I've ever had was like when my dad was getting like. Oh wait, these are the good questions. Now I'm like, I don't want to stop. Where were these 10, 15,000 minutes ago? Scariest dream I've ever had. My dad was getting like back surgery. I had nightmares often about him dying. And I would really like wake up out of my sleep crying because I thought he had died. all my dreams are like very incredibly vivid and like realistic. Like realistic to the point where sometimes I'll have dreams and I'll be like, did this happen in real life or was this a dream? Like I've had so many dreams of like just hanging out with my friends. Why is that a thing? I'm supposed to be an imaginative person, but the most imaginative thing that I can think of when I'm sleeping is like browsing Kroger. What is that about? Can somebody tell me? It's crazy. And then I'll have all these like semi-sexual, semi-romantic interactions with people in my life in my dreams, and then I just have to face them the next day. And that's not saying like I want them. It's just I have dreams about them sometimes. Okay. Okay. Weirdest place you've kissed or hooked up with somebody. I hooked up with somebody in a public park one time. That's the worst thing I've probably done in my life. Wouldn't recommend. Ew, this is gross. What's the longest you've gone without brushing your teeth? Probably also just 2 days, and that might just be because I didn't have a toothbrush or like I forgot. But I try to brush my teeth. That's nasty. Very nasty, very nasty, very nasty. Okay, I want to do one more good one. Oh, so these were in sections. There's 100 questions in the first section, and there's this second question that are deep truth questions for friends. I don't know if I want to get deep in the last bit of this. Ooh, and then we have spicy truth or dare questions. I should have like prepared maybe. Maybe that would have did something. Let's see. If you had to kiss somebody in this room, who would it be? Myself, me, myself, and I, because I'm the only one here. um. Oh, here's the dares. Why is always like smelling somebody? Smelling another player's armpit. Smelling another player's barefoot. Eat a bite of the peel of banana. Like, ew. Come on. Come on. Um. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good on that. Maybe I should do one more. What are you most proud of in life? Because that's the first one that I read. I'm most proud of in life. What am I most proud of? I always talk about this, guys. I'm sorry, I just burped also. Um, building community. I am proud of myself. Guys, we just talked about this. Y'all heard in middle school I literally cut people off for no reason. So I am proud of myself for like making friends. That's like the 15,000th time I said that on this podcast. What else am I proud of though? Finishing my master's, I guess so. But I think I'm like less proud of like accomplishing like school stuff, like graduating and getting my master's. Cause I was like low key just like expected of me for like being the good child, you know? Like being the good child, you do things that are like, duh, you were supposed to go to college. Duh, you were gonna get your master's. And so it doesn't feel as big, but it should. Um, so right now, like what I'm proud of, getting up and going to work every day, like that's good. I'm usually on time. That's good. But I don't really care about masters in this point of my life. Maybe it's also because I'm not using it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. If you care to know, that Truth or Dare list that I was reading, the second half of the questions is from Teen Vogue. It's actually a pretty good list. So if you want to know, it says 315 Truth or Dare questions for friends, from deep to spicy. Let the games begin. It's by Christy Kellogg, published on June 3rd, 2025. Because I'm about citing my sources. And the first one that I was reading off of, I think I already called it out. I did call it out. But it's by Kit Kat, 1515 on Quizlet, which hers was low key kind of lame. But that's fine. Shout out Kit Kat. Okay, then our segments. Okay, cool. I'm doing this now. Okay, I think I'm just gonna tell the ones that I filmed in the episode that I deleted, if that's okay. And I did say that I'm doing this now. I am doing dares. Every time I go out, I'm doing dares with people. Trips or dares. Let's get into it, okay? But we talked about that this whole episode. I think I'm also doing this. I'm trying to mix my friend groups. and I've said that too before. But I keep hanging out with people one on one, which is nice. But I don't have the time of the day to hang out with all my friends one on one, every month. Like that's how often I would ideally see my friends, at least like once every 2 months. So I need to make my one on one friends with each other so I can just hang out with everybody as a group. That's a good idea. Oh, I'm also doing this now. I'm having a pumpkin party. I'm pumpkin carving party. Next week, next Sunday. I'm excited for that. I think I also might cook for everybody, which I say now, but I'll see if I actually do it. But I think that would be fun because I know I haven't cooked for anybody in a while, and that does give me like intense anxiety. But I think it'll be fun. Okay, then on to our negativity segment. I'm not doing this, okay? I am not wearing pajamas to bed. Traditional pajamas. Why should I wear pajamas to bed when a t-shirt and my underwear is just as comfortable? I don't know why we're spending money on pajamas. And I guess it's also a privilege of living alone because I can literally like go to sleep in nothing. And I do sometimes. But yeah, like why we gotta pay for another pajama when I could just wear the t-shirt that my ex left over my house, you know? Just as comfortable, just as easy breezy. Like what is inherently important about pajamas? And I don't like you don't wear like jeans to bed, of course. But a t-shirt is a t-shirt is a t-shirt, whether it's called pajamas or not. So I'm not doing this. I'm not wearing actual pajamas to bed. Unless I want to like treat myself, I guess. But yeah, that's what I've been on. Okay, everybody, please tell me that you're so proud of me, that you love me, and you're so glad I'm back. Because I love all of you. And I stayed up till 1:30 on a school night filming this. So that's this episode. Thanks for listening. I'll be back soon whenever I have more inspiration. Thank you. Bye.